Is this thing on? Oh, yeah. It's game time, everybody. We are out in LA. We got boots on the ground. Crypto somewhere moping around LA on his way to the stadium. Dolphins now at 2.5 point underdogs, which means we're really a 1 point favorite. What do y'all think? Y'all ready to go? Y'all ready to get this done? I know I am. We'll see just what we can do, and I'll bring you all up to talk about it coming up next.
Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30. This is the dynamic hill. He's in for 6. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown.
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it.
You have one choice. You have to dictate change.
How bad do you want this? Whatever it takes to get the W.
How are you going to affect the change? What are you going to do about it?
We got to put the product out there on the field and win games.
We've scratched and clawed to get closer, but I definitely don't think anybody in the locker room is satisfied with closer. Guys will be hungry to go attack for a Monday night outing against the Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams hosting the Miami Dolphins.
Inside SoFi Stadium. He looks, throws, caught, touchdown! Waddle! Allen. Oh, he can't get by off him. Oh, he's got Hill! The chip with his speed, he'll race him for 6. Bobbled, intercepted, picked off Rams, he got it!
Oh, we might be seeing some of that tonight. What do y'all think? A little Ramsey interception going on? Ooh boy, somebody's about due. Welcome, everybody. It is game day. It is game day color commentary with yours truly, Culler, bringing you the commentary for today's pregame. And we'll have Capitan calling the action. Right at about 7:45, he's going to start up that stream. Everybody make sure you're hitting the notification bell. And in order to do that, you have to subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell. Make sure you're hitting the like button while you're here. Appreciate seeing Flava J, first one in chat. Cali Fins fan, all the way in Cali. I think he might be in Cali. Fins up from Southern Cal. Look at there you go. We got representation all over the place in the Golden State today. Crypto is heading towards the stadium. We have yet to hear from him, but we are awaiting an update for the mood at the stadium before the game starts. I have provided the team the link to the StreamYard, so we'll see if we get anybody to pop up. John Featherland, how you doing? Ms. Relentless. It's Ms. Relentless, in case y'all didn't see the Z. And she is a member. Follow her lead. Scott Jackson, what's up, man? You can also help the channel out by donating with Super Chat, Super Stickers, Venmo, Cash App, and also just hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button. It's the easiest thing to do, and it's the easiest and freest way to support the channel. And of course, other ways you can support the channel. Nene's in the house. How's it going, Nene? Nene sent me a DM, Barry Jackson tweeting. The the info for our roster moves. Dolphins place Austin Jackson on IR. So he's down for at least 4 games. They also activated Craycraft off the IR and signed defensive tackle Neil Farrell to the 53-man roster. They elevated long snapper Addington and offensive lineman Jackson Carman. Blake Ferguson eligible to return later this week. So depending on the results of tonight, I'd imagine, and next week's game, and all the 4 games that Austin Jackson is on IR, will probably determine whether his season is finished or not. And there could be another player under the same scrutiny tonight. In case y'all haven't heard, Tyreek Hill turning up a little lame. Tyreek Hill now reported to have a wrist injury of some sort that may require surgery. Drew Rosenhaus was asked by Josh Moser about whether tonight's results would affect Tyreek's decision or anybody's decision on whether to have that surgery or not. Basically asking him if Tyreek's going to be shut down if we lose tonight. And Drew Rosenhaus declined to answer, said that those discussions are not made public and are all internal. However, acknowledging that those discussions would happen, not denying that the discussions would happen. So there's that. So we could be looking at the same thing tonight. I mean, tonight there's our season's on the line tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You know that. We already knew that. Our season is on the line for a myriad of different reasons besides Tyreek Hill. Our season is on the line because we think it's over if we lose Tyreek Hill. That's precisely why our season is on the line in the first place. Thinking that we have to have one player to be better than 2-6. 2-9 in our last 11. 7-11 in our last 12. I'm sorry, our last 19. Tyreek's been in the lineup, been out of the lineup, whatever. And we're 7-11 in our last 19 games, with or without Tyreek Hill. We've won some without him. We've lost plenty with him. We shut out the Jets last year, put 30 points on them, on a very good defense. Whether you think they were shut down or not, they're still a good defense. 30 points on them without Tyreek Hill. Tua started out 2021 1-7. We turned that season around. Went 8-1 or 7-1, whatever the heck was. And we had Devontae Parker as our top receiver. We had Mike Flailing Arms Flopper Gesicki as our tight end. Now, I understand people will say, well, that was Flores coaching the team, and there's an influence there. Okay, I get that. But the point remains that it still can be done without Tyreek Hill. It should have always been able to be done without Tyreek Hill. I don't understand why people keep missing that point. It's shut down the season because Tyreek Hill. No, it's shut down the season because we lose tonight. It's nothing to do with Tyreek Hill. Spread gone down, up a little bit, or down, whatever you want to say, for Miami now, plus 2.5. Underdogs on the road, still even. They're giving 3 to the home team, so it's still an even spread. $48.5 point total now. It reached up to 50, I saw yesterday. I took it at 49. It's at 48.5 now. And I took the over. Dolphins are plus 125 on the money line. Rams are minus 145. A pretty even game here on the spread, on the betting. You look at the matchup predictor on the Gamecast for ESPN. ESPN Analytics has the Rams with a 55% chance to win this game. The Dolphins with a 44.6% chance. That leaves 0.4%. So I'm guessing 0.4% was for a tie. I went over these numbers on Friday, the Gamecast page, so there really isn't much difference. We know Tua is 93 for 128, 948 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in his 4 games. Stafford in 8 games, 182, 276 for 1,969 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Now, the irony here is I was just speaking to Pete earlier and pointed this out to him. Shout out to Pete. Ran a good little quick pregame show earlier. I had to join him for a second. That's partly why I'm late. The second reason I was late and had to push the show back is I got a call from my season ticket holder retention team. I had a nice little discussion with him. Currently, I am not planning on renewing my season tickets. I've already jumped off the cliff, but I told him that right now I jumped off the cliff, but I landed on that branch that's hanging out at the cliff, right below the edge of the cliff. There's still a chance. So we're going to find out what we can do to make Culler happy, since his experience wasn't the greatest as a season ticket holder this year. Not because of wins and losses. I bought season tickets fully knowing this is the NFL and we could go 1-16. Had nothing to do with what I thought we would be on the field. But now you couple all of the other things I've experienced with the fact that we're 2-6 and season likely over. It doesn't make me very happy as a club member. So I won't mention the gentleman's name because it is not necessary to. But my agent is trying to work to rectify that situation and keep me on board. It's his job. So we'll see if he can do it. Y'all got to pull for the ticket agent. See if he can convince Culler to renew. We'll keep following that and giving you updates on that. I did tell him about the tailgate. So if you're in the chat, you know who you are. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Anyway, back to the game tonight. Oh, so what I was telling Pete, Pete, I paced it out, and you just heard yourself. Tua on his 4-game season, 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So theoretically, if you were to double that number of games, which just so happens to be the number of games you missed, you'd realistically theorize that he would have 10 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Matt Stafford has 9 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. So as I pointed out to Pete, these guys are actually having similar seasons. Maybe it's their weapons, maybe it's their deal, whatever they're doing on their respective teams. Who knows? But they're having similar seasons. Albeit the Rams are 4-4. Now, quickly, we can see that the Rams' last 5, they're 3-2, having beat the Seattle Seahawks, the Vikings, the Raiders in a 5-point win. They lost to the Packers and the Bears. While also losing earlier to the Cardinals and the Lions. Cardinals blew them out 41-10. Detroit beat them in overtime, and they beat San Francisco by 3 points. So they're a team a lot like us, where they can beat some teams and they can lose to some teams. We've just lost to more. Quick look at the injury report. The snapshot on ESPN has River Craycraft questionable, Tyreek Hill questionable. He did travel with the team, and a lot of the mood of the beat writers is that Tyreek Hill will play. A lot of the bettors out there and betting gurus out there are telling you to take 70 some yards or whatever. So most people are expecting Tyreek to play tonight. We'll see in what kind of role or how much quantity that is. Javon Holland also questionable. Alec Ingle questionable. And Austin Jackson is out. On the other side of the ball, Christian Roseboom, linebackers questionable. Cameron Curl, safeties questionable. Neville Gallimore, defensive tackles out. Kevin Dotson, the guard, is questionable. And Rob Havenstein, their offensive tackle, is out. Game time weather, 60 degrees and clear. Going to be a good football weather game out there in Los Angeles tonight. Tickets can be had as low as $74 if you're in the Los Angeles area. So that's where we're at. Is Tyreek in or out? Looks like he might be in. I don't have any updates currently. And the script is in, the Hollywood script. We're in Los Angeles. Hollywood town. We all got to play our parts in the NFL, who is now headquartered at this stadium. Everybody's got to play their roles. Well, what is our role tonight? Are the Dolphins to win or are the Dolphins to lose? Is the Dolphins season to continue, or is the Rams are the Rams to look good in front of the world, putting the Dolphins out of their misery? That is the question. And other than bets and game time stuff, I want it to be up to you guys today. I haven't let y'all come up here and talk on an open panel, so I'm popping the link in the chat, and y'all can come tell me what you think about tonight's game. As we're waiting for people to take advantage of that link, I will tell you that for my part, there's 2 ways I see this game playing out. Well, 3 ways. 3 ways. We either blow them out, which we obviously have the capability of doing. Because when you look at this Rams team, they're not much different in where they're at and how they play and their quality level than a Denver Broncos of the last year with Russell Wilson and all that. So we could blow them out. They could obviously blow us out. Tua could go out and throw 3 interceptions, and Mostert can put the ball on the ground, and Ingle can put the ball on the ground. There's Crypto. What's up, man? I'm talking about going into the game last year, not what they turned out to be. But the more likely scenario is that they blow us out because we go out there and hand them the football game and beat ourselves like we tend to do in these primetime games. But I can tell you that the Dolphins are likely not to win in a close game, unfortunately. That is the scenario that I do not foresee playing out. I do not foresee the Dolphins winning in a close scenario. That's why they're plus 2.5. It's very hard to cover plus 2.5 without outright winning. Very hard. So I just don't see the Dolphins winning by a field goal. I can, however, see us leading by 2 points and handing the ball back to Matt Stafford with a minute and 30 left, 2 minutes left, a minute 10, 50 seconds. And if that happens, go ahead and blame the defense. Go ahead and do it right now. Get it out of the way. I won't even argue with you tomorrow morning if you go ahead and get it out of the way right now and blame the defense. Because if that happens, Matt Stafford is cooking our defense and taking his team into field goal range. You can bet that. You can take everything you own and make that bet. And we will lose by 1 or 2 or 3. So if you believe that's going to happen, then you probably do want to take the plus 2.5. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, Just go look at every single game that we've played, that we've lost close. There's very few that we've won close, if any, that I can remember. Dallas, maybe. But go back and look at all the games that we lost to a good team in a close matchup and tell me if it happened any other way. I challenge you to find a game that we lost close that it didn't end that way. And this is why I say that our mentality going into the game last week is what lost us the game. Bottom line, it was our mentality going into the game that lost it. If you didn't go into that game knowing that your offense had to score more than 30 points, you were going to lose. Just like tonight. Now, I know it's a little different to say that the Rams are going to easily score 30. No, what I'm saying is if you find yourself in a shootout with Matt Stafford in his own house out in LA, he's putting up 30. You're going to need over 30 to win that game. If you don't understand that about today's NFL, then you're just putting too much onto an NFL defense. I mean, it just is what it is. I challenge you to find. I mean, look at the way like half the games this week that we watch. See, that's why I love when we play Monday night or when we're on a bye week, because everybody gets a chance to watch a good amount of other football around the league. And every time we do, we all are reminded of what the teams that win do. Look at last week's game, last week's or yesterday's games, and I could probably point out 5 different games that I saw that ended exactly how I just described, where another team was up by 2 and they didn't let the other star quarterback have the ball back. Or they didn't let anybody have the ball back. Look at the way the Lions won last night. What's up, Lou? Hope your Monday went well today. But I mean, I'm not going to argue about the defense in particular. I mean, in the moment, yeah, whatever. But that it's a dead horse at this point. What I am looking to is tonight, and I'm telling you that if we have a 2-point lead and we punt them the ball with 1:30 left, Matt Stafford will cook our defense. You can put that in the bank, and you can go ahead and start blaming the defense before the game even starts. even though there's got to be a certain amount of accountability for knowing that's how it's going to be and not doing something about it ahead of time to help that defense. We'll see how it turns out tonight. I'd rather us just get our offense clicking and blow them out, because then our defense can really do its thing. We can jump out to a couple score lead, couple possession lead. Then you'll really understand how our defense is built. Part of why I don't blame them as much, I will when I need to, when it's obvious. But part of the reason I don't lay so much at their feet is because of the way I know they're built and the way I know we're built to win. And so we don't get to see that when we constantly are playing from behind, or if we're constantly in this situation where we're only up by 4. You're never going to see our defense shine. Not unless you build a defense that's designed for that type of game. I was just arguing with Pete about this. I'm glad you're at least listening, Lou. At least I'm aware of it, because Pete and I were just arguing about this, and I had to invoke something that Lewis yells at the top of his lungs all the time. And that's, we're not built to play from behind. Our offense is too systematic. We are not built. We are built to jump out to a couple possession lead and then let our defense pin its ears back. Like a snowball type effect. And that's a good way to build our team, actually, because of the environment that we play 8 or 9 of our games in. That's a very effective type of team to build when you have hot, humid, muggy weather. That's South Florida style football. We're just not built to come back or keep pace. We're not built. We're not that type of offense. I'm not trying to throw shade on the quarterback, or it just is what it is. You can win that way, but you have to realize that you cannot fail at execution, because if you do, then you're not going to be able to jump out to that couple possession lead. The key moments of the game that I always talk about. When you get the ball back, if you're getting the ball back first out of halftime, you got to score there. And ideally, you want to put up 7s there. 3s work, but you got to put up 7s there. You certainly can't get out of the third quarter with a 0. You're not ever going to beat the Buffaloes and the Chiefs of the world if you're putting 0s and 3s in the third column. You're not beating the Buffaloes and the Chiefs of the world when you're turning the ball over. We know that. Although it's not as if Buffalo made the Colts pay for their 2 interceptions in the first quarter. So they actually Colts got lucky. Allen wasn't able to make them pay for those 2 interceptions while throwing 2 of his own. But that's rare. When you're playing a team like them in a big-time rivalry in prime time, if you put the ball on the ground, you're likely going to lose that game. It doesn't matter what your defense does, especially if your defense is built the way ours is. Now, you can say, Culler, that's not a great way to build a defense. That's a different discussion. But we have what we have, and we knew what we had going into the game. We knew, and just like I know tonight, that if Matt Stafford has a minute 30 left and can win with a field goal, we are losing the game. Just pre-blame the defense right now. Oh, come on, Big Nick. I was just about to get to your first question, and then you had to throw an insult in there, man. Come on, man. I like to talk about how we can win. But every time I do, I get shit on and made fun of, dude. So where are you when I'm talking about how we can win every week? To back me up. All you see is Tua hater. So yes, we can talk about how we can win since nobody else wants to come up and talk. I didn't pin the link. I dropped it, but I didn't pin it. Let me scroll back up and do that. All right, it's pinned now. But just as I was just talking about how we can win this game, well, we obviously have to, whether you do it before or whether you do it after, whether you do it to open up the pass or whether you do it after the pass opens it up, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to demonstrate that you can run the ball at will. So I look for Achane to have a great game. I've got him for a 2 touchdown, and I got him for 2 touchdowns tonight on my parlay. I think moving the ball like we did last week with short intermediate passes to the running back and all that. Keep the ball, keep possession, keep as much time as you can, because every single minute that your offense has the ball is a chance that Tyreek or Waddle blow it open. It only takes one play for one of those guys to hit it. So it's just the key is keep your defense off the field. The defense needs to get off the field. Your defense needs to demonstrate, our defense needs to demonstrate that it's fairly good still, top 10 stat of third down conversion rate. We need to prove we can do that against the better teams. We held Buffalo 50%. We got off the field. We just didn't get off the field in the critical times we needed to against Buffalo. So I look for that being a key. Not just the number, not just the 50%, but the 50% that we get off the field needs to be in those critical moments. Just like the offense, when the offense produces its good stuff, it needs to be in those critical moments. It can't be, we did great in the second quarter on this one drive and blah, blah, blah. No, we need it when I'm talking about it, when we're up by 2 and we got the ball. Right? This is what I've wanted to see be a key to the game, key to the win for the last 11 ball games. I wanted to see this. When we've got a 2-point lead or a 4-point lead, if you're talking about playing their top quarterbacks like Allen or Mahomes, you got a 2 to a 4-point lead and there's 4 minutes on the clock. You need to end that game right there. You need to leave so little time left on the clock for them, whether you score or not, hopefully coming out with at least a field goal, that when they get the ball back, they only got one page of plays in their playbook open to them. And that's when your defense can shine. The reason defenses seem like they can, like the better defenses, the reason they seem like they know what the play is, and we expect so much out of them, is because when you've got an offense checkmated with 40 seconds left instead of 2 minutes, their entire playbook is closed to them. The defense only has to guess between 4 or 5 plays instead of an entire playbook. It's a lot easier to make those guesses. And I'll give you an example of one time that we did that we left too much time on the clock, but our defense ended up coming through because the quarterback was Justin Herbert. When we beat the Chargers last year, we got the go-ahead touchdown with 1:30 left on the clock. But because it wasn't 3 minutes, there was only so many things Justin Herbert could do. And Phillips and the boys were able to get into the backfield. But most quarterbacks that are at a level a little above Justin Herbert would have made us pay and got a game-winning field goal with that 1:30 left. I'm sorry, they just would. And I don't mean to pick on the offense. What I'm trying to say is, in the case of McDaniel doing his part to execute, the 2 plays that we ran before that beautiful touchdown that Tua threw, the 2 plays before that were incomplete passes. Neither one of them ran any time off the clock. And we still had to get a gorgeous touchdown pass by Tua. That gorgeous touchdown pass was coming either way. We know it was coming because we know now that it happened. But obviously, we were already hoping that would happen. We were already counting on possibly a Pro Bowl level throw to win that game. And so you run the ball a couple times, at least once, and you burn some of that time off. Then you get that gorgeous go-ahead touchdown, right? And now Justin Herbert's only got 45 seconds to work with. That closes the entire playbook. Kyler Murray can't do nothing on us with 45 seconds left. And when you look at Josh Allen and what he was able to do, he was only able to get his team to a 61-yard field goal attempt. Now, if you're going to knock off even 30 seconds off the amount of time that he had to work that drive, well, they kicked the field goal at 10 seconds. So right there, they wouldn't have been at they wouldn't have been at that range. And I argue against that, S. Harris. The good teams actually do. We've seen it so many times, I can't even believe you're making that argument. I don't want to insult you. I just am astonished that you're making that argument. Did you not see, who was it? Somebody caught a touchdown yesterday. I want to say it was Deebo Samuel. Oh, no, it wasn't Deebo Samuel. It was, I can't remember which game it was and who the receiver was. Literally ran down the goal line and stood there before putting the ball over the goal line to get the touchdown. Right in front of the referee. It wasn't called taunting or anything, because he wanted to drain a couple more seconds off the clock. We see it all the time. We see them purposely call running play. Last night, Detroit called a running play on 2nd down after the first one went nowhere. And they did that to keep the clock running because they knew a 3rd and 8 was no problem. There was a team I saw yesterday ended up winning their game on their last drive where they salted the clock away. They literally had a 2nd and 12 Exactly what we had, and they ran the ball. Thank you, Vonjo. And they were able to pick up their third down conversion. It ended up, they ran the ball, got like four or so yards. They ended up being a 3rd and 8. But guess what happened? The clock kept running. And it was the same outcome. They had a long 3rd down to convert, which we did also. And we converted it. But we needed to throw the red flag to convert it. That's another timeout. That's 90 full seconds we left on the clock for Josh Allen to work with. Or I'm sorry, this was in the Cardinals game. That's 90 seconds on the clock we allowed Kyler Murray to have. For him to get into field goal range? Like, seriously? All right, so how's it going, Sharif? I know a lot of people see you as the panel killer and all that, whatever. But Big Nick came in begging for a friend for us to talk about keys to how we can win this game. And I know you got a lot of them.
First of all,
hold on, Sharif. Hold on, Sharif. Hold on one moment. Yeah, S. Harris, I did just say that. That's one game where we didn't get burned. One game. Not only that, but isn't it you that say Justin Herbert's trash anyway? I would expect us to stop Justin Herbert from doing that. So, checkmate. Go ahead, Sharif.
Well, first, remember when I think I spoke to you and EM about you didn't ask for the celebrity status, right? And I think I don't care what people want me to say. It's my pulse of what I'm thinking of from Davy training camp. It's what I'm thinking from preseason scrimmages is what I am thinking. I don't give a damn what people want me to say on a panel. And so, like I say, come up on the StreamYard and substantiate your point to prove I'm wrong. Because that's what YouTube is all about. You cannot rewind or take it down. All of the things that I'm said have been accurately correct. ESPN has followed up even way to Cesar Ruiz, to Panay Sewell, what we should have done. They've second guessed Chris Greer 4 years ago. They now believe that I was on the right path of building the trenches first. And so I don't need to get just a person on the street to come up on a panel and disagree with me when ESPN has already agreed with me, when they went far back as Tristan Wirfs. We now see that Waddle doesn't have the speed. We now see that Waddle can't beat you deep. We've now seen that Waddle really is not a number one. He cannot do the things that Tyreek can. And so for me, it's an argument there that if you had Panay Sewell, you would have had to pay an all-pro, which is fine. And if you let him walk and receive your pick. But we don't have that.
Keys to winning tonight, bro. Come on, man. That's you're beating a dead horse, dude. Like, seriously, man.
Hey, like, Sharif, when I saw that Panay Sewell article, I was thinking of you. But I do have the keys to the game, bro.
Yeah, how's any of that going to help us win tonight, man?
I have the keys, bro. Listen, okay. What we have to do.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me just land quickly. This is why I think of it like this, Culler, because I followed and I won't tell anyone who I picked, but the Democrats, they did not listen to the people who were broke Friday, living check to check, people who were living anonymously, the stink throughout the streets of New York and Los Angeles of homeless, bowel movements everywhere. They did not listen. They did not listen, and the Dolphins are not listening to when we said get a backup. Let me land. The Dolphins are not listening when we said get a backup. The Dolphins are not listening when we said get somebody else in there. So I have to bring you up.
Win tonight.
We can't win, bro, because of the things they denounce, the things they avoid.
Man, I thought you were coming up to say how we can win tonight. You said you had a
Bro, I'm
plethora
not
of
gonna.
things.
So Culler wants me to lie.
I don't want you
I'm
to
gonna give you what
lie.
I feel. No,
I don't
no,
want
I'm
you to
giving you what I
lie.
feel, bro.
I don't
We're
want you to
done.
lie. I was just under the impression that you had a plethora of reasons why we were going to win tonight. I was misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Also, you need to
Plethora.
learn from the Democrats. Actually, listen to your fan base and see what missing holes you have.
All right, Cap, help me out here. Help Sharif out, bro.
I got
How
the keys, bro. I
How are we
got
going to
the
win
keys.
tonight?
And thank you for having me on the program, Culler. And Sharif, hope everything is well in the Bahamas, my friend. Okay. First and foremost, okay, we know who we're dealing with here, bro. You know that Matthew Stafford is going to kill you with 1,000 paper cuts, bro. Death by all those type of throws that he makes is something that we cannot have. We got to have 3 and outs. Third down conversion ratios on defense have to be taken care of, bro. Do not let this team have a drive. They will milk the clock. They will milk the clock, but they will keep getting first downs, bro, and just keep getting first downs. You know, any drive that we get, you got to get 7 points. Enough with the 3 points already. We're in a position right now where we have to get 30 points, bro. We have to get 30 points. If you're going to risk it for the biscuit on 4th down, you better hope that you're in the red zone when you do it.
Well, Cap, to that point, again, I want to stress that situationally last week, we didn't get off the field in the critical moments. Okay, so I want to make sure that's very clear that I say that, because I know people get a little touchy when I bring up where we're ranked. I do want to make sure everybody's aware that I know that in critical situations, we couldn't get off the field last week. However,
That's what I'm saying.
now having played the Bills twice on our season and the Cardinals, who put up points on us, our defense is still ranked 5th in the league on third down conversion rate.
Really?
Yes, really. We were
That's a
first
strong
going
stat.
in. We were first going into Buffalo.
So after last week, we still hold that ranking. That's a strong stat, bro.
No, we're 5th. We dropped to 5th.
No,
from
that's still
first.
top guy. That's 5. All right, that's not bad. So that means when we have the opportunity to stop them, we can stop them. That means that
And
the
now that
offense
fifth,
has to
now that
score.
fifth, now that 5th ranking comes with having the sample size of playing Buffalo twice. Now, the first game against Buffalo, we handed it to them. So it's not like they had to get too many third down conversions anyway. You know what I mean? So I get that. But we tend to be able to get off the field more often than not. We need to be able to do it in the critical moments, as you're alluding to, Cap. We can't let Stafford have even one drive where he picks us apart, because that might be all it takes.
Exactly, bro. Like tonight's the night, bro. Like if we're gonna prove the Shanahan scheme works, we need to see which coach is the one that's gonna implement it the best. All hands on deck, man. We need to get the 30 points. You know, by halftime we got to get at least 2 scoring drives, and I'm not talking about field goals. Like
The only
turnovers, you
way
and I
you
both know
win.
turnovers is without even being said. We don't need to
Mhm.
talk about turnovers. We
The
know
only
we cannot turn the ball over. We know we cannot
the
afford to turn
only
the
way
ball
you
over.
win that is you actually start to turn over new leaves. You gotta let
Yeah, like
Jalen Wright
execute.
start.
Yeah, like
You gotta put
execution.
Mostert on the bench. Because of his atrocities.
Yeah,
You
like
put
execution.
David Long on the bench. He blown
Yeah.
7 coverages in the last 3 weeks. You put him on the bench. You put Mostert on the bench. You put you let Prince come in. You start to turn this new leaf now, bro. This is how you win. You let Jalen Wright explode on the NFL.
All right.
You tell guys
Right.
it's
Now you're
time to
cooking.
sit down, bro. We're
Now you're
losing.
cooking.
We're
All right. Now
losing
you're
with the
cooking.
guys we're in.
All right. So real quick, Sharif, I want to welcome, because
Lou!
well, before I introduce Lewis, I want you all to know he was respectful enough to spend his time coming up here. So please respect him and let him finish what he has to say. If you could do that for me, thank you.
I appreciate that, Color. Cap, Sharif, what's good?
Talk to me, bro.
Hey, OG.
What I And again, I was listening earlier. Color, you're absolutely right. It's beating a dead horse, right? Like it's we're not going to get nowhere talking about it. When I hear these conversations though, and this is not so much for Color, because I know Color will understand ultimately what I'm trying to say here, right? And I'm not saying Sharif or Cap, you're not. I'm just saying in general, because people probably have heard me and Color going back and forth this entire week, right? At the end of the day, still good friends. I consider Color a brother of mine. That's not going to change, even if we disagree or we argue. That ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, the taking debate.
One of my 9 lives is yours, Lewis. If it comes down to a moving bus, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But when I hear and see, this is where stats can be deceiving on both sides, right? Offense and defense. And listen to what I just said there. And what I don't like is when we do is, well, to the point that the defense is still fifth. And that is fact that no one can argue that stat, right? But now I'm going to throw it to the offensive side. So when we were lighting teams up last year and we were the number 1 offense in the league or the 6th offense in the league or whatever, and there was people within the community that would say, well, that's fine, but it's against tomato cans. It's against the lesser tier talent, right? That's what everybody said. Now, all of a sudden, the defense is top 5. And again, against tomato cans, because against a good team, Arizona, and twice against Buffalo, we've seen those numbers to kind of be skewed, right?
Right.
All I'm saying. So when we come out, all I'm saying is when we read stats off like that, I'm just saying on both sides, right?
Right.
Offense and defense. They
Sure.
can be skewed for whatever reason or whatever,
Sure.
however you're looking at that stat.
Sure. Right. And what I'm really pointing out is I'm trying to actually feed into your point to back your point up is that now that we have faced two well-oiled machine offenses, we are seeing that drop. You see what I'm saying? It's regressing to where it's more realistic at, and probably still has a lot more dropping to go, Lewis. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that the good teams get that situational first down, like I was just saying. Situationally last week, we couldn't get off the field. Statistically, we did.
Right.
But situationally, we didn't. Now, what the statistics do say is we are generally a team that focuses on that. I'd rather be 5th, no matter who our opponent is, than 32nd in that stat. You see what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is tell the people that are worried about us getting off the field and Matt Stafford carving us up only have to worry about that situationally. Because we're not the 32nd ranked on getting off the field. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We could 5 games from now, I could be eating my words. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
What are the Rams? The Rams secondary. How about the Rams secondary? What are they ranked?
I don't have it up in front of me.
Yeah, I think they're on the bottom half of the league.
And again, that 5th rank was only in the category of 3rd down conversion rate because that was the topic we were talking about. Cap was concerned that Matt Stafford we weren't going to be able to get him off the field.
Absolutely. Listen, everybody knew I was going by the moniker of Tank for a past couple weeks, and I'm still on board with that if that's what people want to do. I think, and thinking about it all week, Color, going back and forth with not only you but others, right? I started thinking, and you know what bothered me so much, maybe why I tried to defend it so much, just specifically for the game against Buffalo last Sunday. Mm-hmm. It's something, and this Color, this is what I know you'll appreciate. It's that, damn, bro, and every time I say it, I give you credit, Color. Color always preaches on a turnover or on this drive, we need the offense to convert. We need touchdowns, right? And every time Color says it, I'm like, God damn it. Again, Color's fucking right. And I guess for me, the reason I was defending more so the offense just Sunday, when I looked in those situations, 1 time off a turnover and 2 times in a game where we're down 7, the offense went and either gave us a score off the defensive turnover, and then twice when we were down, tied the game up. And
which shows that we do have the ability to, salt that clock away on that last drive. That's where I have a hard time reconciling what our guys are really trying to do and what they're about, Lewis.
Right. And I think that's why I was going so hard in the paint, is because we finally got to see what we've all been asking for. Like,
and I respect that because
and they responded.
Right. And I respect that because you're the only one that's saying, you know what, I don't care if it's a 2-6 record or not. Because look, if we had fallen to 5-3, or if we had even fallen to 4-4, bro, I'd be like, come on, defense, got to pick it up. Holy shit, did you see the offense answering the call when the defense got them the ball back? You know what I mean? I'd be right with you.
Right.
But it's that 2-6 damn record that's like, I can't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even talk about the respectability of last week compared to how it's been.
Yeah, it's like a two-game sample is not enough, man.
Other than I'll pat myself on the back a little bit this week, other than pointing out that, look, Tua had an 80-something QBR last week. Sure, over his 4 games, he's 24th ranked at 49.3. But every one of those games he's played in this year, the 4 that he has, his QBR has improved to culminate in last week's 80-something. You know what I mean? So, again, it's hard to – I have to kind of give that credit while also reminding everybody, if we were 5-3 right now, I'd be pouring accolades all over Tua.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the consistency. The consistency for me, man.
It's not fair to Tua to say that. You know what I mean? Maybe it ain't fair to Tua to be like that.
But
I don't know.
This is where I can help people get some logic, and then I can let y'all continue the conversation, because what people aren't seeing for the last 12 games are press coverages, right? And what they're not seeing is, even if the press is beaten by Waddle or Tyreek, the timing is already off. All right. I follow every press conference religiously. Why? Because I want to hear Frank Smith tell me how it affects our offense once they press us. I want him to tell me how 1 split second off throws off the timing.
Sharif,
they haven't addressed it in 2 years.
But Sharif,
Color, you want me to lie? I'm going to tell you what's happening, bro.
No, I don't. I'm trying to tell you that as far as like Jacksonville, when I say Tua's QBR has improved every game he's played in this year up to this point.
I'm not responding.
I look back at Jacksonville and I say it is clear that our tight ends as a group dropped footballs all over the field that day.
But still, the NFL in general has realized that we want to get the ball out in 2.9. So in even jamming us or even sufficing us along the line of scrimmage to throw off Tua's timing, or Huntley's or Skylar's.
Well, I'm just pointing out that in the Jacksonville game, that didn't matter because he was still getting the ball to the 3rd and 4th options. They were dropping the football. That is
a fact. But now, when it comes to opening,
we had a lot of drops. That is true.
Well, how am I supposed to tell people that are backing Tua that they're wrong when it's clear that our tight ends were dropping footballs all day? And to say that it was our tight ends dropping footballs all day tells you that Tua was trying to utilize the tight end. Pause.
Well, he needs to, because I'm telling you what's going to happen, right? Teams are going to give us what they want to give us in a too high shell safety. So nothing is going to go deep. And when they do decide to jam us, our playmakers are going to be timing.
And one of the ways you can defeat that is intermediate passes to your tight end.
Yes. But we're 2-6.
I'm telling you, we were doing that against Jacksonville. They were dropping them.
I'm not trying to argue against your point. I'm just saying in general, Color, Tell me that 12 games McDaniel has been able to adjust. I don't give a damn if we're utilizing the tight end until Christmas. We have not been able to adjust in 12 games, sir.
I understand, Sharif, but we're playing a game in an hour and 2 hours, bro. None of that matters.
And so because of that, we're going to continue to struggle tonight. And that's the truth.
Well, maybe,
and
but maybe.
I
but
want
you know what? But you know what happens every time we play a game? Every time Tua plays a game, and every time that everybody just says, you know what? We're not benching Tua. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And every time Tua has another game, I don't care who the human being is, they have another opportunity to fix shit. I don't care how many games they've played before where they didn't fix shit.
Hey, Sharif, what's the percentage you give us tonight? What's the percentage you give us tonight, Sharif?
I think the only way that the Dolphins were going to improve this year is by Tua going back to being a dual threat. And if Tua continues to be a dual threat, I think the Dolphins have a chance. But
well, what happens, Sharif, if Tua does decide tonight is the night he finally fixes shit? What do we say tomorrow morning?
See,
this is why you don't put your eggs into a basket of belief on either side. You say, I'm like I always have, you say, I don't believe Tua can.
No, I believe he can, but I believe he needs to get down.
I also don't believe he can.
He needs to get down.
Let me finish. But I also don't believe that he can't. Do you understand the difference there?
I don't think he can't. I just think that you're gonna have a terrible offensive line because they didn't listen to the fans.
There's another opportunity. Every single time there's another opportunity for any human being, Sharif, there's an opportunity for it to get better. And I'm going to leave it at that for right now because I want to get Crypto in here. He's been waiting patiently.
Crypto?
And Crypto is boots on the ground. I don't know if he's got some images for us. And by the way, Aaron, that is not finally figuring it out. Go back to the last 3 years of content. You would have heard what I just said 5,000 times. Anyway, go ahead, Crypto. How you doing, man? I guess we lost Crypto for right now.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, there he is.
What was that?
We were looking for an update from Boots on the Ground, and since you're Boots on the Ground tonight,
you got the exclusive, bro.
Well, it only seems like to me that the Dolphins fans that's here now are only excited to see our demise in person. That's the only feeling that I'm getting.
Wow.
But
you in LA?
Yeah, I am. I'm right in front of the stadium.
Oh, let me get you on solo.
Hey, Crypto been everywhere this year, bro.
But it don't look like the excitement is in the air as much. Maybe inside the building it'll be. But a lot of Dolphin fans are on vacation right now. But that's pretty much the state of the. It's right across the street from the old Los Angeles Forum there, right there. The Forum, the old Forum. Well, they don't play there no more. The Lakers and Clippers don't play there no more. They downtown.
Cali Fins fan says, go to the pink lot, Crypto.
Well, by the way, Sharif, I've been here a while and I've yet to meet a homeless person, so there's no rampant.
That's New York. He said New York, not LA.
I thought
it's in LA.
I've yet to meet.
You know it's in LA. Let's not embarrass the governor.
Well, Crypto, the election's over. They sweep them up off the streets after the elections are over.
Hey, you haven't seen any of the crew over there, Crypto?
They probably want to sweep them out before the election so they could rant and rave about.
No, it's the other way around.
Nah.
You haven't seen anybody over there?
It depends.
The other side is complaining.
If the powers that be want to make the incumbent look bad, they leave them all out on the street.
Well, that wouldn't work for the governing party.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
They wouldn't want to leave them in. They want to hide them.
But if the powers that be want the governing party out, the current regime out, then that's when they leave them in the street.
Oh, that's like what they did in San Francisco.
Yeah, but that would be the opposition party that want to put them in the street to put them out.
Not always.
Hey, I see an Aqua shirt over there.
It might just
What's
be
that?
that the crypto. It might
No,
just be that the oligarchs want them out. You know what I mean, and prefer the others.
That's a Ram shirt or a oh yeah, because they got Aqua too, right? They got baby blue.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh,
blue.
they got navy
got
blue,
the
right?
old jerseys from St. Louis days.
Well, didn't they have a game there yesterday for the Chargers?
Yeah, the Chargers played. Yeah,
so they
yeah.
Had to do they have like the old style washcloths in the 1930s, where like they just like pull on the little chain and it all just like a big a belt, and it all just changes to Rams signage.
Right. Yeah,
It's all digital.
Have vacationers here. I see a good amount of Dolphins fans on vacation.
Have you seen Roger Goodell yet? We know that the headquarters of the NFL is there now. So, like,
yeah,
any Roger Goodell site?
Goodell, not yet. Well, they got YouTube museum here. The what you call on the other side.
YouTube museum.
Is anybody smoking weed in public?
Yeah, they prompt. Yeah,
do you smell any weed?
I haven't seen any here yet, but they do.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it on the stadium yet.
The American people need to know: are people really smoking weed out in public?
Oh yeah, they have the loosest marijuana laws in the whole country. But they do.
Looks like somebody did some donuts in the street there recently. Is that what it looking like to you?
That's what they made Fast and Furious, bro.
Where at? Here? I ain't see it. No, I don't see the tires. I'm gonna see what is this parking lot they talking about. I'll pass the other colored lots. The blue and the brown one. That's the orange one.
Man, that's a long line to get in so early. Why is everybody waiting in line so early?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna go in there yet.
Did they do all the?
They want to get to their seat. They probably want to get to the seat. Yeah. I look like my gate. I got to figure out what side I'm going in on.
Hey, you should go taunt that Rams fan right there. Be like, hey, you're on the Fins tailgate. You got 120 Dolphin fans looking at you.
Dolphin fan there with the Mexican hat right there. That's nice. Dolphin fans from Mexico coming up here, man.
Tell them all to say hi to the Fins tailgate, and tell them all to say go Dolphins.
Go Dolphins.
Look, is that a Dolphins fan? Is that a Dolphins fan?
Color. This is a real tribute.
You should go interview that Dolphins fan, man.
What fan base? What fan base, right? I should say it like this. What Dolphins fan base shows up to the most tour?
Is that Stephen Ross? Was that Stephen Ross?
Where at?
To your right.
Oh,
that
no.
Old man.
That's the trivia right there, guys.
Hey, no, that's not him.
What fan base shows up?
Oh, look at that Steeler fan. Look at that.
Crypto, you probably
see that? Steel, we had Titan fans out here yesterday, today.
You should go tell the Steelers fans. Dolphin fans want to know what brings you to the game tonight.
They were some happy campers, man.
Are you scouting your future opponent, playoff opponent?
Right. That's crazy.
Guys in the chat, answer that. What is the Dolphins' most attended game on the road?
Wait, you want to do a bridge? What is that?
Probably the Commanders when they was out of contention last year.
No, Cap. That's the
Commander.
The stadium.
That's the catwalk.
Yeah.
It was
the whole lower bowl was Dolphin fans pretty much, and Commanders game
I
last
agree.
year.
I remember that game last year. That's the first.
Yeah.
That's when Tyreek burned them for the touchdown. But San Diego guy, I gave you a clue. Like you're looking at it right now.
They need more
San
palm
Diego.
trees there.
We are well represented in San Diego, guys.
San Diego.
We are well represented in San
I don't know
Diego.
about
All the Chargers fans left.
Yeah.
We are
But they're
well
coming back
represented.
now. They've been winning.
Aren't they in LA?
They probably revived now.
Look, there's a Dolphins fan. Look, she's hiding it. She's got it underneath her overshirt.
Yep.
She's speed
They're
walking.
right there. Oh yeah.
Look, that dude way overachieved.
It's a hell of a walk.
It's a pretty big complex.
That dude she's with way overachieved.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. You've seen her face. I don't know.
Well,
I could be wrong.
No, that's a father-daughter relationship.
Oh,
by the
that's
time you get there,
father-daughter.
hey,
Oh, okay.
by the time you get there, it'll be 6:30.
6:30. What about it?
What time is it? What time is it over there now?
Look, Miss
Like
99.
2:30? 3:30?
No, it's just 3.
Look, Miss
3:30.
99.
3 o'clock.
Miss 99 walks like she's from California.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour difference.
I'm just gonna stick my cell phone in my back pocket
Oh yeah.
because I'm in Cali. Nobody steals in Cali.
I'm going back to Cali. Cali.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think so.
You're in the wrong town if you got to steal in LA. You're in the wrong town.
Oh man. See what this about.
If you got so little money that you got to steal, you already set yourself up for failure in LA.
You got to make a curve? There you go. There go the curve.
That's another line. VIP entry. I'm not a VIP. Not yet. I'm working on it.
But you are. Is that a Dolphin fan? That was a Dolphin fan.
That was a Dolphin.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
looks
right
like
there. He's got one of Batman chains on.
Yeah. He looks like he's from the 305, man.
He might. I see the chains that Batman used to have.
You got to start asking some of these Dolphin fans why they're there.
Oh, I've asked a couple of them at the hotel. There's a bunch of them at the hotel.
Hey, what's your score prediction? Start screaming that out.
Crypto's just shy. That's okay. We got shy boots.
No.
We got shy boots tonight.
No, I ain't shy.
Hey, that place is huge, bro.
Oh yeah, it's pretty big.
Well, you ain't shy once we start winning. Then the real
Indoor,
Crypto
outdoor
comes out.
stadium. But it's indoors, but it's like kind of outdoors because it's like this ceiling
like a
is
mall.
transparent.
Tell him CCRR. I thought she had a pretty cute butt.
The roof is like transparent. See that?
Y'all gonna get
That's
Crypto in trouble.
That's great. At least if it rains, I ain't gotta work out.
That's it. You know? I was talking about her cell phone. I was looking at her ass. What can I say?
I'll walk around the other side.
I was like, look at the way she walks like she's from California. Like, yeah. It was that nice ass. I was like, yeah, she's from California. I'm gonna put my cell phone in this back pocket that is sitting on my nice ass.
There's the little YouTube theater. Of course, they closed right now.
Yeah, well, didn't the what's her name die recently? Bezos' old lady. She was the one running the show at YouTube.
I missed that part.
Yeah, she was the one running the show at YouTube. His ex-wife. I think her name is Sharon or something. Sharon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
know what? I think I'm going to go inside the compound.
Uh-oh.
Go on, because I think that entry of the theater is over there. Hang on, y'all.
We don't want you getting arrested.
All right. No, I'm good.
Well, there you go. That's boots on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, right at SoFi.
I think it's or it's in the other side.
Crypto providing us the live feed.
Be part of the stadium. All right.
By the way, there's a coral sunset tonight, an aqua and coral sunset tonight in South Florida. That usually means we win. Man, everybody got their tongue removed by the cat, huh? Oh, we lost Cat for life. That's what happened. So hit the like button, everybody, while we're waiting on people to say their piece. Nobody wants to talk tonight. Look, I haven't yelled at nobody. I haven't, Yeah, if you look at the sky in my avatar, it kind of looks like that without the mountains. Matter of fact, it looks exactly like that out there right now. Nice fall sunset in South Florida. Uh-oh, we got video. We got the live feed back up. Crypto at SoFi Stadium. No sound though, Crypto. You're on mute. Just so you're aware. He's just talking away. Look, there's YouTube Studios. Oh, look at that. We're on YouTube. Streaming on YouTube, showing you YouTube Studios.
Yeah, what you call it? Getting started.
I mean, the algorithm has to love us now, bro. We're showing YouTube Studios on a YouTube stream. How many YouTubers show that on their live stream? We're probably the only one.
I think you need like 10 million subscribers to get your badge from YouTube.
Well, you know what? They're going to love us now because we just showed their headquarters right on a live YouTube stream. They'll be like, these guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're company men.
They should give us
top company men.
The algorithm should feed in more subscribers because of that.
Exactly, Crypto. We're going to be favored because of that. Exactly. We are top company men here at YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when Cap goes live for the game later at 7:45 or so to call this matchup between the Miami Dolphins, who have flown out to Los Angeles to face the Rams. We're waiting on definitive confirmation as to whether Tyreek Hill is playing tonight or not. And so far, can we all stop doing what? Uh-oh.
I saw your comment, Red, White, and Bills. You must want me to get slapped.
What'd he say? What did Red White?
He said, I'm going to win in the bedroom. Good, tell him we're going to lose.
Do not hit the like button. It's all a sham. It might be, Miss Fins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's a Dolphin fan. Look, he had an old logo on. That's a good one to talk to. Look, walk up next to this guy and act like you're going to have a cigarette and be like, hey, man, did you know you're on live YouTube right now?
Oh, there it goes. That's what the action's going to be at tonight, fellas.
All right. I can smell the grass.
I have no idea where I'm going to be sitting, but I'm going to find out.
One of those little
one of them.
One of those little gray dots. That's interesting. They got their Jumbotron all in a weird spot.
Yeah, it's like those at the highest level. You can see it on the backside. It's like a wraparound, a 3D Jumbotron. It's crazy. And then you got the interior one for the people up in a little bit lower level. It's like a 360 Jumbotron. That's crazy. It's like suspended in midair too. So who is that down there on the field? Is any of our players come out? I'm trying to see.
They warming up yet?
That's our side on the sideline. Looks like we're gonna be on the left sideline. On that side. That's what I see some Dolphin officials out there on the left side. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like a dub's coming.
That's crazy. You see how the ceiling is transparent, the roof. Well, it's kind of like opaque, but yeah. You can get the natural sunlight without getting rained on.
Right.
Yeah, you can get natural sunlight without getting rained on. That's nice.
And very low potential of a hurricane taking it out.
Right. For the way it's constructed. But the earth go, San Andreas fire go, then everything's spinning.
Yeah, Crypto. If you feel any rumbling that doesn't have to do with the audience, make sure you flip your camera on and start recording, man. We want exclusive earthquake footage if it happens, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. If the big one happened, we get a 9-pointer.
Hey,
it's a wrap.
Let's be real. The last time it happened, it was right middle of the World Series, or the NLCS. So
yeah, that was further north. Yeah, that was in the Bay Area. But yeah,
yep.
Last time it happened here. That's crazy. Let's see what level. It's crazy because when you come in on the street, I'm actually on the 300 level off the street. Like when you walk in, kind of like in Atlanta, you walk in and it's like it's below the ground. It's below ground level. The 200 and the 100 level is beneath the ground level.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you walk in from the street, you're already on the 300 level. So that's nice. You walk in on the 300 level and everything is below you. That's nice.
You remember what that was, Crypto? I think it was like a 6.7 or something. That one that hit during the baseball game.
Oh, if I remember, I think that's what the old Coliseum is at over there. What arena?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a Pepsi.
Turn it out.
It's a Pepsi stadium. All right.
Yeah, Pepsi. Oh yeah. Pepsi.
You know you're in good company if it's a Pepsi stadium.
Not just they got a lot of sponsorship.
Crypto's like, I'm a Coca-Cola guy. Shut up, Culler. I bet Hotlanta is a Coca-Cola stadium. What do you think? Mercedes, is that a Coca-Cola stadium? Because Atlanta's the headquarters.
Yeah, this is nice, man. I think I like the idea of having a stadium underneath the ground. That's crazy. Or at least half of the stadium.
Well, Crypto, if an earthquake happens and you're already underground,
right, exactly. That's probably why they did it.
Right, there's nowhere left to fall to.
Exactly. That's probably why they did it. It probably can withstand an earthquake now. It's probably earthquake.
We'll just pre-open the earth so it doesn't happen on its own.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
The only problem with that is the entire town can fall inside the bowl.
Yeah, it's like one big massive sinkhole, basically.
Yes, Crypto did in fact say that, Shake. I think. Allegedly.
What was that color?
Shake asked him. Shake says, did Crypto say everyone wants to blow you?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past me. I'm in Los Angeles, so. And across the street is what Magic Johnson used to do his business.
Right? Oh, what business is that?
He's over there in the Forum.
And right behind you is where he used to do his other business.
What was that?
I said right behind you is where he used to do his other business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Shake, man. I'm going to have to time you out, Shake, saying shit like that. PepsiCo.
Wait a minute. That will be Shake. That will be no Pepsi slander.
I
Pepsi
know.
is the greatest. There will be no Pepsi slander, Shake.
Tell him, Crypto, turn it up. PepsiCo
what do you mean? Pepsi is the greatest. It's the taste of the new generation.
Yep. PepsiCo is responsible for bringing us the great Mountain Dew.
Right, exactly.
They're responsible for bringing us Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Come on, man.
Oh, man, Shake, you got to
put some respect on
Shake,
Pepsi.
you got to come around. You got to put some respect on Pepsi, man.
Telling you. Miss Finn's too? Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to stop doing Legal Eyed Wednesday if she wants me to endorse Coca-Cola. Oh, man. I will no longer, Miss Finn's, I will no longer be picking.
Is that some players down there doing yoga exercises?
Oh, probably. Miss Finn's, I will no longer be doing any I will no longer be picking any more Atlanta Falcon games on your show. In protest of your support for Coca-Cola. So no more Falcons games being picked by Culler for the rest of the season. That's first and foremost.
Oh, yeah, I do remember Pepsi Clear. I don't know if they make it no more.
Crystal Pepsi, yep.
The Crystal Pepsi. I don't know if they make it.
You know, if they would have just marketed it as a different drink, it would have done better than marketing it as a replacement for Pepsi.
What's going on, Miss Fins?
Miss Fins is in there slandering Pepsi.
Yeah, Miss Fins. So somebody got to time Miss Fins out. Somebody time her out. Somebody time out Miss Fins with his Pepsi slander.
I told her I was no longer picking any Atlanta Falcon games on her show in protest. Because Atlanta is the headquarters for Coca-Cola.
Marino Scope, come on down. You said you 1 hour from the stadium? Yeah. Come on down, man.
Boy, Miss Fins is flexing, Crypto. I can't do it, though. I can't time her out. She knows it. That's why she's flexing. She knows I won't do it.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Tell him where he's at. Tell him he's on the tailgate.
They got a Fins up right there. All right, let me ask him. Hey, what do y'all think about the game tonight? Y'all on the Fins tailgate. What do y'all think about the game? Oh, see, you got some loyal fans right there. There you go. We got they see a W.
Oh, that looked like a diehard right there. She had the whole basketball gear get up going on. She ready to shoot some threes for the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Shake?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, is it? Yeah, you know what? You're right. Pepsi brought Mountain Dew, Taco Bell, right? So
Taco Bell.
Not only is it a crappy beverage, but it's also bringing in crappy fast food too.
What was that, Shake Money?
I said not only is it a crappy beverage, but it's also bringing crappy fast food too.
You know, they also own.
You not down with the Mountain Dew?
They also own Doritos, Frito-Lay.
That's true.
Okay. So yeah, there's that.
I think the only thing the only thing that was good from Pepsi, Canada Dry bought it, 7-Up. Sierra Mist is good, pretty good. I like Sierra Mist.
Yeah, but they canceled Sierra Mist, didn't they?
Probably.
They got a new drink called Starry, and it's like a flat version of Sierra Mist. It's like flat right out of the cooler, Shake. It's terrible.
Y'all want some beer? There go the beer right there. Y'all I don't know what the hell name that is.
That's just self-serve. They got
California brew
there. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's like self-serve.
Yo, it's like an airport, bro. You just go to the. Oh, I got it.
It was like that at Niagara where you get to you scan out, you grab something to scan out.
Oh, that's way better. No wonder there's no lines. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a little self-serve
idea. Just make your promenade like an airport promenade. Yeah, absolutely.
They got some of that special seltzer.
Look, there's the band.
There's the band right there. The military. You know it's Veterans Day, so they're gonna do some Veterans Day stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, they got some military Veterans Day.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to all the veterans out there.
Yeah.
So doing their part to serve our country, because I'm a coward. So thank you very much for your support and your service to all the veterans out there.
So I like to tell everybody, and I hope you have a good BD today. I hope you had a good BD. Crypto, did you have a good BD?
He's like, look at the two in here. We lost Crypto for a sec. He's frozen.
Oh man, we lost Crypto,
he's
man.
A
What's
frozen
up,
hot
Crypto?
dog right now. What's up, Pete?
Not much, man. Excited for tonight, ready for tonight, honestly.
I can't believe you're like the most excited fan in the fan base tonight.
Well, every night, every time it's game. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, Shake. It's game day.
Pete,
Every time
it's
game day,
we got some Tuaniers on site, Pete.
I saw it. I saw the Tua jersey. Well, it's not even a jersey. He went cheap
guy
with it. They're getting Tua shirts.
It's a Tua. They got hey, I saw a bunch of number ones, Pete.
They're out there.
They got your jersey. Pete's Take out here, man.
That's what needs to be out there. Pete's Takes. I wish I was over there with you, Crypto, man. Enjoy your night over there, dude. Look at that. That stadium looks wow.
Hey, you remember in Back to the Future when they had the little mini pizza they put in the microwave that thing came out huge? They used to have the super like futuristic Pepsis and stuff.
What do you know? Well, what Do you know? Look at what Joe Rist is saying.
Oh, I snapped on Joe Wrist earlier today, but wasn't that what we were talking about earlier today?
Tyreek saying his wrist was initially aggravated during his detainment outside the stadium week 1.
That's a money grab.
Wow. Called it.
You did.
Wow.
What? Aggravated. Hey, CCRR is wondering if they sell tour jerseys anymore. Probably not here, but it was probably all transported in.
Culler, you called it, bro.
Well, they might be. They're the headquarters of the NFL, so they might sell Tua jerseys.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, that's right. The headquarters is here.
It's
The
nice, though,
VIP
man. It's
lobby.
huge.
Maybe tours in the
You know what
VIP
that
lounge.
confirms? It
There
confirms
we
it's
go.
over, fellas.
Well, sir,
Crypto,
y'all
what
think?
you're about to witness, crypto.
Look, there's a
Y'all
group
think we got the W?
fans. Yo, what's
Shout
up?
out.
Got the
Hey,
What's up with those
hey,
fan
Tell them
W.
to say
fans?
hi.
There we
Tell them
go.
hey, y'all at the
Look at them
tailgate. Hey,
fan
y'all at the
fans.
tailgate. Hey, what's up?
Y'all
What
on
they
the
do?
Finn's tailgate. The Finn's
Hey, man.
tailgate.
Hey, what they do, man? Hey, you in Miami, man? What's good?
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm telling you right now.
That's a
I think
Teddy
there may be a
Bridgewater
little bit
jersey.
of excitement. Maybe a little bit of excitement.
Little bit of
Hey,
excitement.
we holding
All
out hope.
right, all right.
Hey,
We'll
listen,
take a
we
little
got
bit
to
of
hold out hope
excitement.
somewhere.
You found your
Actually,
spot, crypto.
Michael K. They actually moved to LA. They moved to California. It used to be based out of New York.
Crypto,
Yes,
you
No
don't
one
need
they
to
wants to
go
live there.
nowhere else.
bro,
Good,
they
right there.
built that stadium and put the NFL headquarters is at SoFi, dude. Their
Well,
books, their
Michael
books,
K.
their books might
Hey,
still
it
be
might be
based
based
in
in New York,
but
Michael K. But they have some offices out here, like the NFL studios and stuff. They got some offices out here.
Crypto, their books might be out in New York, but
Right.
the NFL has moved their official headquarters to SoFi.
Right, right here in the SoFi. Yeah, this
but
part.
what if we
So
look
I
at those
might run
Dolphin
into
fans?
Goodell.
What if
I
we
might have to,
blow out the Rams? How you
I
feel
might have to
about that, Culler?
I might have to run into him.
Culler, how you feel
But yeah,
about
Michael K. They probably got some other stuff headquartered there, like
Hey, that's
office.
beautiful. Hey, that's beautiful, bro.
Oh yeah,
that? What if we blow
loving
out the
it.
Rams tonight?
Hell, even their teams don't want to play in New York. What are you talking about?
We lose crypto?
So Michael K is correct here. The New York City is the NFL's headquarters, with offices including the NFL media based in Inglewood, California, and the NFL Films office based in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. They also have satellite offices in Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. So they don't consider it a satellite office in Inglewood, but it's not like where their books are headquartered. Like if you would say where's the company, the NFL paying taxes at, it would be New York.
Hey, are those foldable chairs?
Hey, Sean, I can't tell them to throw up 2 fingers, man. You're wrong for that. Hey, you wrong for that, Sean.
So they gave the option of using a foldable chair or standing up? There got to be some glass there, bro. They can just fall over.
I know, right? Where do you put the chair when you fold it up?
I have so many questions, bro. So, Culler, your thoughts after the current development?
Well, even if it didn't happen, it's easy for him to say it did. So that's why you don't do what you do. That's why you don't do what they did to people.
Give me a second.
I bet you he's going to have that fine paid for now. Anyway, hit the like button, everybody. Link is pinned if you got anything to say about tonight's game. Probably going to go for about another half hour to give you all a chance to get ready. I'll probably shut it down around 7 or so, 7:15. Give you all a chance to get ready and a chance for El Capitan to get his stream going at 7:45 for the play-by-play reaction to the Dolphins out in LA, taking on the Rams. Still looking on word if Tyreek is in or out. I don't see anything any updates on the injury report just yet.
Well, one beer was just priced, stadium price $7 for a Modelo. That was like the tall can. Right there.
That ain't bad.
The tall can for stadium price, $7, 17. There you go.
Looks like where is that? Oh, that's the Dallas game. Oh. Still don't see anything yet. Well, that's that so far. Nothing updated on Tyreek's status.
No, I was saying
the other. Go ahead.
It's more than a cup of beer for $17. It's probably like 2 cups, 2.5 cups for $17. Yeah, something like it's like a 20-ounce can, so it's like 2.5 cups for $17. You said you paid $14 for 1 cup in New York? Oh, at the New York game?
Yeah, they're not that cheap at Hard Rock either. A bottle of water at Hard Rock is $6.50.
Michael K, you're so wrong for that. Definitely gonna put it on there.
But yeah, Crypto, a bottle of water at Hard Rock is $6.50.
What was that you said? The water was what?
A water at Hard Rock is $6.50. Yeah.
Yeah. That's about the same price here, about $7. Yep.
So Cap's already got the stream created for a 7:35 is when it's scheduled to go. I will.
He got the stream created.
Yep. So I will put a redirect in when I end the show for everybody to head on over there. Thank you to the 120 of you watching right now across Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna charge up my phone, get it all ready to roll.
Right on, right on. Let's get one last look before Crypto signs off.
There we go.
Right on.
Yeah. That's what we do battle.
So we winning tonight, Crypto?
Yeah.
Well, it's all on you then.
What'd you say?
I said it's all on you then.
What was that?
You're saying we're winning. It's all on you.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. This is the final leg of my 3-week, 10,000-mile journey across America.
Oh, somebody asked earlier. Sean, I think, asked earlier. Where is it? Is that the nicest stadium you've been at?
Yes. Yeah. It is. Yep, it is. It's the nicest one. Yep. As far as the layout, the design, everything. Yeah. I would have to say that, especially that Jumbotron, is definitely taking off the cake right there.
Well, Stan Kroenke should be glad to hear you say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever architect came up with this, man, he's making money hands over fence right now. Oh yeah. There's definitely that. Matter of fact, the Bills should be almost finished with their new stadium. The Skidmark Stadium should be almost finished. Now 2 years, Sean. Maybe you guys can get one.
It'd be funny if they got to a Super Bowl in this stadium and then never got one again.
And never got one again, right?
New one, yeah, that'd be funny.
Right. Yeah, it'd be like that's their curse. That would be their curse. That would be like the curse of the burial ground. I don't see nothing buried underneath the thing here.
No, but look, if we lose tonight, then it's probably going to be shifting over to. I would really love to see the Vikings defeat the Bills and make them go 0-5 in the Super Bowl. That would be hilarious.
That's where I'm at.
I mean, if they're going to get there, let them get there. But the Vikings have to get their first win by giving them their 5th loss. That would be hilarious. That would be the absolute most poetic thing to ever happen, besides us winning the Super Bowl. I guess I'll get into a little last 20 or so minutes here. I'll get into some of the things, fun stuff I'm doing over in the betting market tonight. Uh-oh. Got somebody going at a Dallas fan in our group text. Oh, that's interesting.
I appreciate it, Dolphin Don.
Logan. And I'm in. All right, let's see what I got on the table already tonight. Ooh, I got a 6-bet parlay. $1, one measly dollar. This is all just to have fun. These bets are not meant to be taken seriously. I didn't do any research or anything. These are all on feeling. Wasted money, if you want to call it. Just so everybody's aware. Entertainment purposes. But this parlay, 6-bet parlay, 150 to 1 odds, $1 to win 151. I say yes, Miami Dolphins will get a defense or special teams touchdown tonight. I look forward to a Jalen Ramsey pick 6. And I put that on there before anybody started talking up Jalen Ramsey today. It doesn't have to be Jalen Ramsey, but
I'm definitely going to give you some popcorn.
I also got Devon Achane to score 2 or more touchdowns. Not just 1, 2. I got the Dolphins covering the plus 2.5 point spread. I got Tua with over 21.5 pass completions. I've got Matt Stafford with 1 yard rushing. I need him to scramble 1 time and not get sacked. Or 1 time for 15 yards and, minimally sacked. And then, of course, I've got the over at 45.5 points. And that's parlay is $1 to win 151. I've got a 10-bet parlay. Oh, no, that's for the games next week. I ain't do that one. That one's, no. We don't want to do that one. So I've got another 5-bet parlay for tonight. $1 to win 201. That's 200 to 1 odds. I got over 14.5 receiving yards in the first quarter for Tyreek Hill. So I need 1 good solid catch for 20 yards in the first quarter from Hill. Over 15 or 15 or over. I got a defensive interception for Jalen Ramsey. I've got over 0.5. That's 1 sack for Calais Campbell. I also have Devon Achane to score 2 touchdowns on this parlay. And I have Jordan Brooks to get over 7.5 tackles plus assists. And that's $1 to win 200. That one, if Tyreek doesn't get his 15 yards in the first quarter, that one will be busted in the first quarter, as early as the first quarter. So that's where I'm at. Fun bets tonight. I didn't really want to put in much more. It's too hard to make serious bets with your team on in the game because emotion creeps in too much. So I just put a couple fun ones out there to see what happens. Exactly, AV. You know me all too well. Block you where, CB83? I don't know what you're talking about. I see your comment.
What was that?
You're commenting from X. We don't block you on X. I don't know what you're talking about anyway. Everybody keeps saying you're blocked. I don't know what they're talking about. I haven't got a clue. Here, I'll pull it up so everybody can see. Say hi to CB83, everybody. Commenting over from Twitter. No, didn't block you at all. But it has been a nicer show. I'll tell you that much. Aaron, that's a good one, Aaron. Man, I defend Tua all the time. I just don't do it when I don't want to do it. It's like sometimes I'm not in the mood. It's game day. I'll stand behind all 53 guys on our roster on game day. Well, I don't know, CB83. I mean, Cap for life fat fingers people all the time. Maybe he accidentally blocked you. I don't know.
This is my spot.
I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, this is your spot? Let me get you on solo real quick.
Yeah, not bad. Good view.
I'll check the records, and if you're on there, I'll take care of it. Maybe Cap for life accidentally blocked you. I haven't got a clue. Let's see if we can find him on this list. Let's see here. Oh, we got another subscriber during the show. Shout out to the new subscriber. Maybe it was one of those people you talk to, Crypto. Community. Let's see here. Who's on this list? I see a bunch of bots. Little Wanker. Is that you, bro? Is that your handle right there? Little Wanker? Is that the one I need to unblock? Oh, no. Oh, I see it right. Oh, there you are right there. Okay. There. It's taken care of. Don't ever say I didn't do nothing for you. I would if I wasn't so magnanimous, Agent Zero. I would. But I'm trying to teach the man magnanimity. Yeah, tell him, Joe Levesque, if you're not subbed, what are you doing? And become a member if you can to support TFTG. There are a couple different ways to do that. Super chats, super stickers, Venmo, Cash App, or become a member. Pretty soon we're going to do goals, man. I like them goals. They got a new function in YouTube now. Well, I appreciate it, Agent Zero. No, I try to be. I'm not always, but I try to be. And that's half the battle. But I did actually set up a parlay for a multi-game for next week because a lot of time I figured out that a lot of times the early odds can be a little more like easier to, you can end up getting better. Like it allows you to set your own odds and then you end up getting them at a better money line or a better rate later down the week because they end up conforming to you.
What was that, Culler?
I was just pointing out that when you look at the betting lines for games like a whole week in advance, a lot of times you can get better spreads. You know what I mean? Because, they don't quite know yet. Like we're 7-point favorites against the Raiders next week. Well, if we destroy the Rams, let's just say, then we'll become 9-point favorites. You know what I mean? And everybody that got in at 7 would have got in at a better odds than the people getting it at 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got more to overcome.
Right. And that 9 becomes less accurate than the original 7. So the people taking it at 9 are the ones risking because it's likely that, 7 or 8 hits. Well, the people that got 7 earlier in the week, now they're winning their bet, and the people that took 8 or 9 later in the week ain't. It can work the other way too. If we get destroyed tonight, my 7 becomes terrible. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, +7 becomes easy for the Raiders to cover. Not saying the Raiders would beat us, just saying they'd be able to cover that 7 if we look terrible again tonight. There'll be people getting, +9 on the Raiders when I could only get +7.
Hey, Culler, has the sun set there yet?
It did just about 20 minutes ago.
So you got enough darkness there?
Yeah.
There you go. Here you go, you flat earthers. You see this daylight?
Wow. Oh, it's for the flat earthers.
Exactly.
All right.
See all that daylight? That couldn't happen on the flat earth. Color just said that it was dark right there where he sits. There's not that much brightness in the sky.
They just say that they just moved the ball over, the light ball over gradually.
Oh,
like
yeah, the light bulb.
The light ball will, the big disco globe in the sky will just move out to the Pacific North.
Who gets to decide that? Oh man, I love that.
They claim the disco ball just moves around, rotates around the edge of the disc.
How many miles? It's about 3,000 miles from California to Florida.
Look at Von Joe already saying it. See, Von Joe's already saying it. He's like, actually, Crypto, it can actually happen on the flat Earth theory. So you proved nothing.
No, Von Joe.
Depends on which flat Earth theory you're talking about and on which day of the week.
15 minutes descent from the Earth. There's the shadow right there. You see that shadow there? That shadow comes from the 15-minute interval, 15-degree horizon interval right there.
Plus, you can plain as day see
the top of shadow in the flat Earth society.
Well, plus you can plain as day see the top of Crypto's video window is curved.
Work with me, Von Joe.
Von Joe, we need to talk. By the way, it depends on which flat Earth theory you're talking about and which day of the week it is.
What about daylight savings time?
What about the Alaskan ice wall?
Why would they need to save daylight if the Earth was flat? There's no need to conserve light.
Because humans are nocturnal creatures, and we need night. My whole thing is, if the Earth was flat and it was just light all the time, we wouldn't have ever needed sleep.
Yes, fully closed. See, the guy actually wasn't fully closed. That's the roof, but it's a translucent. It's closed. It's enclosed. It's just
see now translucent. See, now you're using too big of words for people now, Crypto. Translucent.
I know. I had to get the technicality right. Instead of transparent mean you're seeing through it. Translucent mean light comes through. It's translucent, not transparent.
So let me ask you this. If the Earth is flat, then how come all the water pools up in the end zones during a football game when it used to rain back in the day?
What?
You ever notice that? Like in the old Dolphin games where you see them run into the end zone, there's a big puddle in the end zone. Like, why does it all shed off to the middle of the field and go to the end zones?
Right. I know. Wouldn't every time it rained, every place would flood because of the gravity effect?
So, Crypto Von Joe says, I don't understand what Crypto is talking about. Flat earthers. He was around when people believed they could sail off the earth.
Is that so, Bonjo?
Is he calling you old? Did he just
You
call
wrong
you
for
old?
that. Bonjo, you the hope for that, Bonjo.
Is Von Joe being ageist? Is he an ageist? Steve Von Joe, there's an ist for everything, man. Ageism. I can make an ism out of anything.
Ice wall.
There's ice wallism. You know, because the 9 countries, Crypto, that all have a treaty to shoot anybody on sight that goes to Antarctica.
Yeah. Make sure nobody escapes.
Oh, by the way, one of the fake memes on Twitter today said that they were moving out of the country to Hawaii.
Hawaii. That's so they can be with Tua.
They're like, I can't live with this under this president. I'm gonna move out of the country to Hawaii.
Oh, we got a bad sign. Jason Sanders is missing warm up field goals from 35 yards. That's not looking good.
Hey, Crypto, by the way, there was a betting one of these betting pundits on Twitter. They said the only thing they would bet on tonight is Matt Stafford to have over 250 and Jason Sanders to have over 1.5 field goals. That's the only thing they were willing to put on their bet tonight. The only thing they were willing to lock in tonight.
Man, that's crazy.
I'm like, I can't blame them. That's like if I were to put, have legality behind it and all that, that's the only ones I'd lock in either. If I was concerned about getting sued. But I'm thinking, wow, there's a betting line for that tonight. Jason Sanders.
What's the betting line on the Flat Earthers?
Oh, I don't know, but man. You should go into the politics section on Bet US, dude. It's funny. There's all kinds of weird bets, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure they do that. That and the poly markets apparently got some crazy ones too.
Oh yeah, that's
So
their forte. That's their whole deal with poly market. And the other one is what is the other one? Kashibi or Kalishi or something it's called.
Yeah.
Kablishi.
Wow, CCRR, you saying anytime concussion? That's a wild bet.
I wonder if they might have that one on Bet US. You never know. Let's see. Football. NFL alternates.
With Golf and Dawn, we had to do our duty and call out the Flat Earthers, man. Looks like Von Joe has been recruited to the Flat Earth Society.
Hey, the alternate spread tonight is Miami minus 3.5. Wow. NFL futures, NFL props. Tua Tagovailoa. They got a whole section for Tua. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. NFL specials. NFL specials. Will there be an octopus on Monday? What the hell is an octopus? Somebody
was
said
that?
it if somebody throws an octopus on the field, but why would somebody throw an octopus on the field? That's what I don't know.
No, they do that at the hockey game at the range at the I think the Rangers or somebody or the Buffalo or Sabres or someone. They do it at a hockey game. They throwing squid out there. That might be in Buffalo.
Well, I'm looking at the specials for tonight. I don't see any for concussions on Tua. So far as I can tell. I don't even know if they would they do something like that, you think?
Yeah.
Are they
They'll
that
probably be on
deluded?
a black market betting site.
Are they that deluded?
That would be on a black market site.
Dolphins at Rams. So Rams to win by 1 to 6 points has the best odds tonight. Plus 295. Dolphins to win by 1 to 6 is plus 350.
Okay. So they got the Dolphins as the underdog to win by 100.
But the Dolphins have a better chance at plus 350 to win by 1 to 6 than the Rams do to win by 7 to 12. That's plus 425.
Right.
Uh, 34,000.
So the Bills play the Rams on what day? The 24th? I'm trying to see. They got the schedule.
Yep, no Tua concussions on the props list either. Sorry, TCL. Dude, I can't believe Dallas did me in again last night, man. I'm so upset with them. They couldn't even cover 10.5, bro. Even Tennessee covered 10.5. Tennessee lost by 10.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Crypto, I had an 8-leg parlay yesterday, right? 5 legs already complete. One of them including the Steelers at plus 2.5. Okay. I had 3 left. The Cardinals at plus 3. Well, they destroyed the Jets. You saw them cover that. Tennessee plus 10.5 on the Chargers. They lost by 10, so that got covered. And Dallas plus 10.5 against Eagles. I missed 1 out of 8. And it was the Dallas freaking Cowboys couldn't cover 10.5 points.
Well, but they lost by more than that, though.
Yeah, I know. The spread was like crypto. The spread was like plus 7. I added points to it and made it plus 10.5, and they still couldn't cover that. Tennessee was playing the Chargers. Very similar games. Okay. And Tennessee was able to cover the 10.5, dude. They lost by 10.
There's literally no wind in the stadium. Why Sanders missing these field goals?
And if anything, out of those 3 left, if one of them wasn't going to cover, it was going to be the Jets just beating the Cardinals and the Cardinals not covering that plus 3. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I didn't see a situation where the Cardinals would lose by less than 3. So that was the one I expected not to hit. But I was counting on the Cardinals winning anyway, so I just took the +3 and expected them to win, and they did. Even the hapless Tennessee Titans covered their 10.5, bro. Ugh, sickening, man. Just sickening, bro.
So you would need them to get blown out by less points.
Well, okay. So again, the spread for Dallas was like +7. I added 3.5. So it would be a good chance if the bettors thought that the Dallas would lose by less than 7 or win the game outright, then it would be reasonable to think that they should comfortably cover 10.5 and not lose by more than 10.5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not more than 10. So you added, you gave them a cushion, an extra cushion.
Exactly, because it was on a parlay anyway, which is a collective, odds. You know what I mean? So I didn't care that I was adding points to it. My payout was still going to be good on the overall parlay, and it still wasn't enough, dude. I would have just had to leave them off altogether because they lost so badly. They would have actually, if I would have, whatever they lost by 20-something points, if I would have taken plus something 20 on that, I would have lost 20 anyway.
Bonjo, I have seen the entire earth. I've seen the entire half of the earth at once.
Do you believe that, Pete?
What's up, Culler? I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you believe what I was just saying? Check this out, dude. I'll even show it just so everybody knows I ain't capping. Check this out. What were you talking about? Check this out, Pete. I'm going to show you right now. Look at this. You see those greens? Those are the 5 games on my parlay that I hit before the 4 o'clock action. Okay. You got Pittsburgh plus 3.5. Nailed it. Saints plus 4.5. Nailed it. Broncos plus 10.5. Obviously nailed that one. Buccaneers plus 7.5. Nailed that one. Panthers first thing in the morning plus 8.5. Nailed it. Here's the 3 I had left. Here's the 3 I had left. 4 o'clock action. Titans plus 10.5. They lost by 10. Nailed it. Cardinals plus 3. They smoked the Jets. Nailed it. Cowboys. Look, you can see I bought 2.5 points, Pete. It was plus 8. It was plus 8.5. I made it plus 10.5. And they couldn't cover, dude.
Wow. Culler. I blame you. Everything else was perfect, but you should have just been smart.
I am never, ever, 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 ever touching the Dallas Cowboys on a betting slip again in any form.
Culler, you got to get mad at yourself.
I know.
You can't blame the Cowboys. They were starting Cooper
That's
Rush
the damnedest of it, Pete. That's the damnedest of it, is I already have that rule. Dallas should have been nowhere near my bet slip.
Yeah, that one you should have stood away from, man. All of the other ones you hit, that was
how can I not expect it home, even with a backup quarterback? How can I not expect it home the way the Eagles tend to turn out, that they can't keep that game close enough to cover 10.5, bro? Come on, man.
Because you got to, I mean, that Eagles and Dallas game had 30-10 written all over it.
Well, look how the game turned out. It didn't have to be.
Cooper Rush. The Cowboys are a destruction.
I was right. Pete, I was right for about 3/4 of that game. I was right. You know what I mean?
The fact that they're even thinking about starting Cooper Rush it's just an organizational mistake, Culler. Trey Lance should have got the opportunity.
Bro, I understand that, but they got Micah Parsons back. Bro, everything was playing out exactly as I predicted up to like the 4th quarter of that game, dude. Oh, I'm so pissed, man. I should have just left them off. It would have been like, what, $20 that I would have missed out on, Pete? On that overall parlay, you know what I mean?
But that was All of that was good in play. If Dak was playing, that spread probably would have been a little different. But at the same time, you still probably
Bro,
would have won the
that
bet.
parlay was $5 to win 243, bro.
You almost nailed it.
Freaking nailed it. Now imagine if my bankroll was up, right? Because I play with it, I know how to play, like that's the rule, and I'm just not a rich guy, so I have to play within my bankroll. But imagine if I had a real bankroll up and that was $100 bet right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I see you like playing with the numbers. That's good too, and it makes it a little bit safer.
well, it makes it fun. I can only afford to be fun to have fun right now, and if I hit one and I'm able to grow a bankroll off of that, then yeah, I start to play smart. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna, you can only play smart money with, like, in other words, there's a level at which all money is dumb money. And if you ain't got $100,000 bankroll, you're playing with dumb money. Sorry, it just is what it is. Even the people playing with 10 grand know they're playing with dumb money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
man, Culler, I'm really feeling
with a $10,000 bankroll, at least you can actually like play in a way where you're not harming your bankroll over time, but gaining maybe 10% over the long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the safer the bet, the higher the money you put in.
But when you ain't got nothing, it's like, yeah, I'm going to put $1 and make it a freaking 10-leg parlay. Yeah, that's my only way to get in. You know what I mean? I'm not a rich guy.
You see, you're playing it to try. That's not true, because you can still play it safe and over time. Week 1 you do like a 2-leg, 3-leg. You won a little something. Now you double down and you do that week 2, and by the time it's week 16 now. Now you're doing big bets because you rode along the whole year of short and simple bets that were all.
And also, did you notice I can take more? Well, with a higher bankroll, you can also take more singular bets that are higher, that are more sure. So, in other words, minus 200, you can still make some money if you're putting a large sum of money on that. You know what I mean?
Especially if you take the profits that you do, which on the Sunday games, and you take some of that profit and you hit every primetime game, correct?
Exactly.
So now
you don't always have to hit. You don't always have to win over what you bet, as long as you're consistently winning, because you're still winning more money than you had to start. In other words, if you put $100 and you only win 93, you're getting your 100 back too. So you actually still gained $93.
100%. There you go.
It's like yesterday, Pete, I hit one that I ended up with fate, and you're gonna love this. I had another 8 forget how many legs it was. You know what? I've got my Hard Rock app up right now, so I can tell you. And you're gonna absolutely love this one. Because of of the way things are in our fan base and all that, real quick, let me find it here. Where is it? -2. There it is. Okay. So here I've got a 5-bet parlay, right? And this would have been $50, or I'm sorry, this would have been $5 to win 115, right? So it's 22 to 1 odds, right? And yesterday, after all the action, I have Panthers plus 6.5, hit it. Buccaneers plus 6.5, hit it. Broncos plus 10.5, hit it. Steelers plus 2.5, hit it. And what's the last one I have? I'll tell you in just a second, because at this point of the day, I was faced with a cash out option of $50. Okay. Now I remember the bet was $5. So I could either let the parlay play out for the last leg, which is on tonight's game, or I could take 9 times my money. Okay. What would you do? Well, you want one more piece of information. What was the last leg of my parlay? Rams -2. Do you take the cash out Or do you bet the potential, or do you bet the guaranteed $50 just to double it if the Rams win tonight, when it's not really a sure thing the Rams are going to win tonight? So I took the cash out, dude. I'm like, F it. I'll take 9 times my money. You know what I mean?
So I'll tell you what happened to me. I had a $200 bet Sunday of I think seven leg. It's just money line. You know what I mean? 7. And the Panthers already blew it. I mean, the Giants blew it early, right, Color? So I said, wow.
Really quickly,
so
really
the
quickly,
Giants
Pete.
lost.
Well, I'm
then
sorry.
I doubled down
I'm sorry,
and went
Pete.
400, Color.
Hold on.
And
I want
guess
you
who
to
blew it?
say that again. I want you to say that again, but I needed to add one more thing. Yeah, it was 9 times my money, but taking that $50 cash out put me up $25 on the whole day. So I had to take the cash out. You know what I mean?
I would have lost regardless, Color, but it's just like sometimes, let me tell you what happened to me. I put 200, I made like a 7 leg, and I was going to win like 2,600. What's going on?
Hold on just a second.
And the Giants lost to the Panthers in London or Germany, whatever. So I said, wow, they lost. So I quickly did another one, doubled down for 400 on the other 6. And the Jets blew my ticket again, bro. That's like the most unbelievable.
I don't know how you don't take the Cardinals +3 there, dude. I don't know how you do that, bro.
Dude, I lost 600 yesterday, and I should have only lost 200.
See, by me taking the Rams,
the Jets still would have lost, and that would have blew
by me taking the Cardinals at +3, I was basically counting on a Cardinals win.
Yeah, but
I would have just taken the money line on the Cardinals. You know what I mean?
I got every other pick right too, Color, except for the Giants and the Jets, bro. Literally. So I was forced to make another ticket when the Giants
how do you
lost.
not? Now keep in mind, you saw my ticket. You can see that I added like 2.5, 3 points to every one, bro.
Bro,
and so that's what I'm saying. Like, as your bankroll gets larger, you can up those even more to where you're increasing your chances of winning at the same time, lowering just a little bit what your payoff is.
I was so mad yesterday. I'm looking at little Kyler Murray complete everything he throws. And I'm like,
crazy,
golly, bro.
You see that dime in the end zone to Harrison, bro? It's unreal, man.
The guy was just like having his day yesterday. I can't get mad. I deserve that for all the bad that I talk about Kyler Murray, Color.
Me too. Me too. You know, I've always thought Kyler was a sideways move, but that dude has definitely got a stronger arm, bro.
I deserve that. I ain't even gonna lie. And at the same time, you know what, Color? I would have never doubled down if the Giants would have never lost. How the hell did the Giants lose to the Panthers, bro? That is ridiculous to me.
That's because that quarterback right now, he's going to be the MVP. He's going to come back and win the MVP.
And to me, the +6.5 for the Cardinals that I took was complete, or for the Panthers was completely obvious to me. Like,
hey,
of course they're going to cover
right
that
now?
6.5.
I'm about to get me some beers right now at Publix, fellas. I'm going to turn up for tonight's game at the crib. So I'm going to be back. I'm going to park right here, and then I'm going to be back on you guys.
Right on, man. Well, I'm about to shut this one down anyway. Cap's going to start the live stream in about a half hour. A little less than a half hour, about 25 minutes.
We live. The whole world is watching. I'm telling you right now. I feel like, man, I'm sorry I got to say it, man. Tua's going to get his bell rung, bro. Why are we thinking about Kendall Lamb? Skyler is going to save us tonight. Let's go, fellas. Fins up.
Later, Pete. What a character. That guy's a character. He ain't going yet. Hold on. Just kidding, man. Yeah, so everybody hit the like button. I'm going to shut it down now. Appreciate y'all joining me for the pregame action. Thank you, Crypto, for the boots on the ground images so we can kind of visualize what our own team is visualizing tonight. Where are we on tonight? We're on Monday night. That would be ESPN. Or are they going to have us on ABC? Huh. Let's see here. Are we going to get it on the ABC local? That'd be cool. Anyway, y'all have a great evening. Capitan, in about 25 minutes, going to start the game stream for live reaction, play-by-play. I will be joining him. We got to get Crypto the link. I'll tell Cap to send it in the group text, Crypto. If you want to pop in there, if you don't have to, but if you wanted to pop in there real quick, he's going to be on for about 15 to 20 minutes before the game starts. So on the live stream. So anyway, thank you again, Crypto. Appreciate you coming by, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you all for joining us this afternoon, this evening. And hit the like button on the way out, or the Dolphins are going to lose if you don't. So there's that. And while you're doing it, I'll check to see where we're at. My gosh, we hit 61 likes in only 2.5 hours today, Crypto. That's actually great. Appreciate y'all. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Got a couple more seconds. You got all the time during the intro too. And it don't matter if you're watching this in retro. You can hit the like button too. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If I ever get around to looking at them, I might answer them. That being said, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm going to switch over to this channel so that the outro is better. Have a great evening, everybody. Let's get this win. I think the Dolphins are going to finally show us that they can salt away a game. We win this one 31-30. Fins up.